you could say that we are currently more in a transition period as governments around the world are ramping up their investments in defense. So I think that we at VanEck, we think that we're at the beginning of a substantial growth period, and that is after already having seen a substantial growth of and very stellar performance of the defense sector as a whole.
Yeah, I wanted to find out a little bit more about that. I mean, have they benefited as much? Yes, you've seen Lockheed Martin go up. I think it's about 33% or odd year to date, but it's a similar value over a 12-month period overall too. Then you have Rheinmetall on this side as well, then that's up around 60%. But have the rest of the defense stocks actually managed to benefit off the back of this?
Yes, absolutely. There's many examples, but in general, the VanEck strategy in defense investing is a pure play strategy, and that strategy has seen over 65% performance in the last year, and since inception of that defense strategy.
Yeah.
Other examples are, for example, it's critical to take into account when you're investing in defense also the cyber aspects and intelligence warfare, etc. Examples of companies that have performed extremely well are Palantir with returns of over 100%.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, we're now looking at pictures of Joe Biden then in Berlin right now. But, you know, one might ask the question whether he's somewhat of a lame duck in some of the policies that perhaps could be put forward now, some of these conversations and efforts. There's an election in a few weeks. How much is that going to matter in terms of strategic play from here, defense spend overall? Is that something perhaps the market waits for and then buys, you know, the news on that front and perhaps sells the rumor?
Well, I think it will perhaps make a difference for U.S. stocks and defense, but overall, no matter the outcome, non-U.S. NATO countries have had that wake-up call that you mentioned earlier already, and especially in Europe, companies or European governments want to be able to provide for their own defense capabilities and military capabilities. So that government spending on military and defense capabilities will continue, and they're already ramping up as we speak. You have the NATO 2% GDP spending requirement on defense, and there's talks of even increasing that to say 3%, 3.5%. But also it used to be somewhat of an optional thing, and now it is a hard requirement, and NATO countries are actually meeting that requirement. So this is only the beginning, and this market will see growth globally, no matter the outcome of the elections.